Welcome back, everyone. Today's video is going to take you deep into one of the most fascinating and profitable chapters in American coin history, the wartime nickels. These coins may look like ordinary 5-cent pieces, but they carry a story of patriotism, survival, and hidden wealth that could shock you. During World War II, when every bit of nickel metal was being used for tanks, airplanes, and ammunition, the U.S. Mint was forced to get creative. The result? A completely new kind of nickel that not only helped win the war but also created some of the rarest and most sought-after coins in U.S. history. Collectors today are paying thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars for certain wartime nickels in top condition or with rare minting errors. These tiny pieces of silver and copper have become time capsules from the 1940s, holding both historical significance and incredible value. So before you spend or overlook that old nickel lying around, make sure you watch this video till the end, because one small coin from the wartime era might just be your ticket to big money and a piece of American history. Let's talk about what exactly wartime nickels are and why they were created in the first place. When the United States entered World War II in 1941, nickel, a key metal used in the 5-cent coin, suddenly became critically important for the military. It was used in the production of armor plating, aircraft engines, and other essential war materials. To save every bit of nickel for defense, the U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of the 5-cent coin starting in late 1942 and continuing through 1945. These coins, now famously known as wartime nickels, were made from a special alloy of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. This unique combination gave the coins a different look, slightly duller than regular nickels, but it ensured that valuable nickel metal could be reserved for the war effort. To make them easy to identify, the Mint added a large mint mark above the Monticello, building on the reverse side of the coin. For the first time ever, even the Philadelphia Mint used a mint mark, the letter P, alongside D for Denver and S for San Francisco. What makes these coins so special today is not just their silver content, but also their historical importance and rarity. Some were minted in smaller quantities, while others feature unique minting errors or are in exceptional condition, making them extremely valuable to collectors. In today's market, a few wartime nickels have fetched thousands of dollars at auction, especially those with perfect grades or special varieties. Coming up next, we'll dive into the most valuable wartime nickels ever discovered, coins that could turn your small change into a life-changing treasure. Now we will talk about one of the most legendary and highly valuable wartime nickels ever discovered, the 1943 P.I. Jefferson nickel, a true treasure that has shocked collectors and investors alike with its staggering value in today's market. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin from World War II, but once you look closely at Jefferson's face, you'll notice something extraordinary: a perfectly visible second eye, just above his original one. This dramatic doubling was caused by a rare die misalignment during the minting process, creating one of the most striking and collectible error varieties in U.S. coin history. The 1943 P nickel was part of the Silver Wartime series, struck from an alloy of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese, as America conserved nickel metal for weapons, tanks, and aircraft. But this particular double-I variety became far more than a wartime coin. It became a numismatic marvel, combining both historical value and minting rarity. What makes this coin so special is its limited number of well-struck examples. Most 1943 nickels were mass-produced, but only a handful of double-I nickels survived in top condition. Because of that, collectors around the world are willing to pay incredible amounts to own one. In circulated condition, this coin can already fetch $100 to $300, but in uncirculated mint state grades, its price skyrockets dramatically. A certified MS-66 or MS-67 example can bring anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, while near perfect, museum-quality specimens have been reported to sell for over $6,000 at major coin auctions. The 943P double-I nickel stands as a symbol of how one small minting error during wartime could transform an ordinary 5-cent piece into a historic rarity worth thousands of dollars. It's a coin that truly connects the past to the present, a piece of metal that once served a nation at war, now turning into a collector's dream and a potential fortune for anyone lucky enough to find it. Now we will talk about one of the most extraordinary and high-value wartime nickels ever discovered, the 1943 DD over D mint mark error nickel. A true masterpiece of rarity that has stunned collectors and broken auction records for its incredible worth. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint during World War II, a time when nickel metal was desperately needed for tanks, planes, and ammunition. To conserve resources, these coins were struck with a unique silver alloy. But this particular 1943D stands out for a mistake so rare that only a few ever escaped into circulation. During production, the mint worker accidentally punched the D mint mark twice, slightly misaligned the second time. This created the dramatic D over D error, a clear, doubled mint mark that can be seen with the naked eye just above Monticello. This wasn't a simple strike variation. It was a genuine minting blunder, and every surviving example is a piece of wartime history worth big money. Collectors treasure this coin because it represents both a wartime emergency strike and a minting mystery. Ordinary 1943D nickels might be worth just a few dollars, but once you find the rare D over D, you're holding a potential jackpot coin. Even a circulated piece can sell for $200 to $500, but the real shock comes with uncirculated grades. Coins certified MS-66 or MS-67 have sold for $2,000 to $4,000, and a few pristine examples in perfect condition have reached beyond $6,000 at auction. Some expert-graded pieces with flawless luster and strong doubling have even been privately valued at $10,000 or more. The 1943D over D nickel is more than just an error. It's a wartime treasure, a blend of historical importance, metal scarcity, and numismatic perfection. Finding one today is like uncovering a tiny silver relic from the heart of World War II, a coin that once represented 5 cents, now worth thousands in collectors' eyes. Now we will talk about another wartime nickel masterpiece that has captured the attention of coin experts worldwide. The 1944 PII Jefferson nickel, one of the most valuable and visually striking silver nickels ever minted during World War II. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1944, when the U.S. was still conserving nickel metal for military purposes. It's made from the same wartime alloy of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. But what makes this particular coin so remarkable is the dramatic doubling on Jefferson's eye, a minting error that turned an ordinary 5-cent coin into a collector's dream. Under magnification, you can clearly see a second, ghost-like eye above, Jefferson's original one, a vivid sign of a misaligned die strike. This doubling effect is stronger and more detailed than many other double die coins, giving the 1944 PII a look that's impossible to miss. It's one of the boldest and rarest varieties in the entire wartime nickel series. Because of its unique error and limited high-grade survivors, the 1944 PII nickel is worth huge money today. Even in lightly circulated condition, it can sell for $150 to $300, but once you enter the mint state category, coins graded MS-65 or higher, values skyrocket dramatically. A sharp, lustrous example can easily reach $1,000 to $2,500, and in top gem grades like MS-67, this coin has been known to sell for $5,000 or more at major auctions. Collectors consider the 1944 PII Jefferson nickel a perfect mix of wartime history, minting rarity, and visual beauty. It's a coin that reminds us how even a small minting error during a time of global conflict can create a treasure worth thousands of dollars decades later. Now we will talk about one of the most legendary and sought-after wartime nickels, the 1944 SS over S Jefferson nickel, a coin so rare and mysterious that it has become a crown jewel for serious collectors. Around the world, this remarkable coin was minted at the San Francisco Mint during World War II, when every metal was precious and every coin carried a story of sacrifice. Like other wartime nickels, it was made from 35% silver, but what makes the 1944S truly special is the extraordinary mint mark error known as the S over S variety. During production, the San Francisco Mint accidentally punched the S mint mark twice, with one slightly off-center and overlapping the other. This created a bold and visible doubling effect that can be easily seen under magnification. The error happened only on a small number of dies, which means only a tiny fraction of 1944S nickels show this overpunch, making them exceptionally rare today. Because of its scarcity and stunning appearance, the 1944 SS over S nickel commands huge prices in the collector market. Even in moderately circulated condition, it can sell for $200 to $500. But in high mint state grades, MS-65 and above, and its value explodes. Beautifully preserved, Examples with sharp details and clean surfaces have sold for $2,000 to $4,000, and near-perfect specimens graded MS-67 have been auctioned for over $6,000. What makes this coin even more valuable is that it represents both a wartime relic and a minting blunder, a combination that collectors can't resist. Each surviving example tells a story of 1940s craftsmanship under pressure, where one tiny mistake turned an ordinary silver nickel into a piece of history worth thousands. The 1944 SS. Over S is a true wartime rarity. A small silver coin born out of a global conflict, now standing as a symbol of how rare perfection and imperfection can change a coin's destiny forever. Now we will talk about one of the final and most powerful wartime treasures ever struck. The 1945 P double, the reverse Jefferson nickel, a coin that closes the World War II silver nickel era with massive collector demand and astonishing auction values. This coin was minted in Philadelphia in 1945, the last year of America's wartime silver alloy nickels. It carries the historic large P mint mark above Monticello. But what makes this coin truly exceptional is the dramatic doubling on the reverse side. If you look closely, you'll notice clear and bold doubling on the words Monticello and 5 cents, making this coin one of the most famous double die varieties in the entire Jefferson nickel series. The 1945 P double die reverse nickel is special because only a few dies were affected by this error, and most were caught early in production. That means only a handful of coins made it into circulation, turning this piece into a numismatic legend. Even in circulated condition, this coin can bring $200 to $500. But when you step into uncirculated grades, especially MS-65 to MS-67, the price explodes. High-grade examples with strong doubling have sold for $1,500 to $3,000. And flawless pieces with exceptional eye appeal have achieved auction prices exceeding $5,000 to $7,000. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its timing. Struck in 1945, right as World War II was coming to an end. These nickels not only hold monetary value, but also historical power, marking the close of a heroic chapter in U.S. minting history. The 1945 P double die reverse nickel is a perfect blend of rarity, beauty, and historical meaning. A coin that once represented America's strength in wartime, now representing a fortune for collectors lucky enough to own one. And that wraps up our journey through the most valuable and rare wartime nickels ever made. Coins that turned simple 5-cent pieces into treasures worth thousands of dollars. Each of these historic nickels carries more than just silver. They carry the story of America's strength, sacrifice, and craftsmanship during one of the toughest times in history. So the next time you come across an old Jefferson nickel, don't ignore it. Check the date, the mint mark, and those tiny details carefully. You might just be holding a rare wartime error that could change your life. These coins prove that even something as small as a nickel can hold big value and bigger stories. From the 1943 double I to the 1945 double die reverse, each piece reminds us that history can live in our hands. And sometimes, it's worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who love rare coins and hidden treasures. Stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll uncover another secret from the world of rare US coins that could be sitting right in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions.